us. Hey, come on, man. Jimbo's back.
Yowzer! It's that time. Radio was done with him. 4 spouses had enough of her and him. Hopefully the 3rd time is a charm. Get ready to have your ear holes violated. It's wild. It's crazy. It's time. It's the Jimbo and Jackie Show. Wow, look at us. Can you believe that?
Look at Herbie.
That was Larry Huffman, everybody, who did that little show intro, and I got to say he did an outstanding job.
You sound just like him sometimes.
I love Larry Huffman so much. He was on episode number 2, I believe.
Yes.
And we are on episode number 4.
What?
Yes, we are. This is our month anniversary for the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Oh, my gosh. Happy anniversary, beautiful.
Happy anniversary. I wish I was having a better hair day for you. For those of you that are watching this podcast, I kind of looked before I came on here, and I'm going, it's almost like Dennis the Menace, isn't it? It's kind of, it's a little too boyish for a man who's in his 50s and fucked like we are. I don't know. Do you like it, or is it? I know I need a trim.
It's cute.
That's the tough part. When you go from, I used to have long hair.
Thank God it's short now.
Well, I guess so. But now you got to get haircuts all the time when you got short hair.
Oh.
It's like you got to stay up on it and stuff.
Well, lucky you have a hairdresser in the house, though.
That's right. That's one of the cool things about having 7 kids between us, that at least one of them cuts hair, and we get to get that in between her. Well, I mean, usually in a sober state.
Yeah.
She's like us. She likes to drink a lot and party.
Come on, give us a doctor.
Yeah, baby, come on. But speaking of, our month anniversary, show number 4. Thank you for the ride, everybody. It's time to pour a Shamsky, don't you think?
All right. This is one of my favorite parts.
Yeah, here we go. We like to celebrate life. We want you to celebrate it with us. If you're driving.
Oh, jeez.
Whoa. Release the hounds. I almost took out one of the fluorescents with that bad boy. That one, that was friendly fire. And what we like to do on the Jimbo and Jackie Show, one of our sponsors right now is J. Riley Whiskey, distilled right there in Redlands.
Love them.
We like to pour a shot of J. Riley Whiskey in our champagne glass.
Ooh, and Daddy's free pouring today.
And then we fill the rest up with champagne. And what do we call it, beautiful?
Shamsky.
Shamsky. Celebrate life with a Shamsky. And, whoa, there we go. Look at the studio enjoying a little Shamsky over there. Right on, right on. You know, I've noticed, and I'm sure the crews notice this too, that with every episode, we start to get a little tipsy by the end of it. Yeah, have you noticed that? Yeah, and it's a good time. I think a few things have come out of that beautiful pie hole of yours that that shocked yourself and shocked me.
A few of them kept me up at night when we got home.
Well, cheers to episode 4.
Cheers, beautiful.
Cheers along with us if you can. Mm-hmm. Delicious. And from what I understand, Jackie has written a poem for episode number 4, but we got to give the little story. There we are.
I love it.
If you look, if you are able to watch this, there's a picture of Jackie and I, the very first picture we ever took together, and the very first beer we've had together. Many beers.
Yeah.
But that was the very first picture, and we haven't even kissed yet. And look at you already leaning in on my action.
I couldn't wait to touch you. I told you.
We met at my nephew's 3rd birthday party at Chuck E. Cheese up in Victorville. Victorville, as some people like to say. It's in California, the high desert, man. Stay high or die. No. But I guess let's tell them what happened at Chuck E. Cheese before you do your poem.
So Chuck E. Cheese, Jim and I met. He's one of the first people I see when I walk in. And so I go up to him, and between his arm, I put my number, and I said, hey, Jimbo, this is my number. Give me a call sometime.
Look at that, picking up chicks at the Chuck E. Cheese. That's what divorced dads do. And I just got served papers 2 months prior to that.
What kind of papers, baby?
The ones that say you're now free to move around her other pants. Ding.
I love that story.
She gave me her number, and I'm still feeling the fresh bruise of a divorce papers being served. And I said, and I looked at her, and on the cards, her beautiful long legs. Why don't you show it to the camera? Can you lift one up?
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lordy.
Can
Just
you
give
see
the
it from here?
I don't know. Is that possible? There you go. long, beautiful legs. There they are, everybody, if you get to watch it. And I said, well, you know what? I definitely will. But just so you know, I got 3 kids, a sweet-ass minivan. The only thing I can afford is to give you a good time right now.
And I said, that's all I'm looking for, and my kids are old enough to babysit yours.
And I said, well, you're going to have a good time. Here we go. 30 minutes later, I text her, meet me at the salad bar for a beer.
Man of my dreams.
Burp War is coming up later, just so you know. That was a warm-up. But you have a poem for episode number 4.
I've realized that our podcast is turning me into a poet.
I love this about you.
I know.
Look
It's
at
so
you getting
strange.
artsy and fartsy and whatnot. But keep in mind, as you hear this, we met. She gave me her digits at the Chuck E. Cheese in Victorville. Divorced dads. I recommend you go there for hot divorced chicks.
So here's our new poem, honey.
Let's hear it.
There was a house owned by a mouse where children ran amok. The day seemed bleak, but who would have known Jimbo and Jackie would meet? Cheese and toys were thrown all around. But look over there, honey, look what I found. Beer, my lady, beer, I say. Follow me for round number 3.
Oh, third time's a charm. Snaps all around, claps. That's what they do at the poetry houses, I've heard. It's like, yeah, man. And that picture that you saw a little bit earlier, the very first picture Jackie and I ever took, I want to show you something. For a Christmas present, wasn't it?
Yes.
Our good friend Lori, my sister-in-law.
My best friend.
Look what she did.
Look
we
at
got
that.
this hanging in the hallway. I don't know which camera to look at. Is this a good one to keep there? Just keep it right there. You got the thumbs up from the crew.
Got a little kid's foot running in the background.
Yeah, look at that ugly lime green sweater that I'm wearing. I got a weird haircut. I don't know why my eyes are closed, but look at that. Jackie on the attack. And that's only after a quarter beer. You should have seen what she did to me after a few of those things.
Wow.
Anywho.
Wow.
Well, quit pretending it's a children's show. It's really not. That's a beautiful poem.
Thank you, honey. Did
Keep
you
it
like
up.
it?
Look at it. I think it's like a tribute to Nipsey Russell. I love the way that's great poetry.
Aw.
Keep it up, Nipsey.
Thank you, baby.
All right, we're moving on to our next segment. This is Weekly Highs and Lows.
Oh, boy.
It was a good week, wasn't it?
It was.
Here we go. There it is. Jackie and I got a little tour up at our friend John and Kim's house.
What?
But for a moment in time, we thought we were the best drummers on planet Earth.
They've got a cool set of drums.
The drums actually have been used by Audie Desbro of Great White at some
Yes.
shows. And that moment in time, it was a high. We thought, man, we're drummers.
I thought I had it all the way. I couldn't wait to see the video.
Besides podcasters, we're drummers, man. And
we can do it all.
And here we go. Here's Jackie on the skins right now. Pound those drums, baby. Pound them like there's no tomorrow. Jackie on the skins. Fluffing the hair. Looking good. And, oh, we don't have audio, do we? Oh, there we go. Jackie, you sing so pretty. Damn.
I thought I was getting ready to kill it too, man.
But what's funny is that moment in time, Jackie's just kicking around thinking, hey, how do you hit the other side? I said, you got 2 arms, Mama.
I did not realize I
She
could
did-
use my other hand. I didn't get it.
And to show that I'm not much better, here's Jimbo on the skins, Led Zeppelin style. Here we go. Mildly there. Uh-oh. Flub. Oh, no. Oh. No. Okay, get in that misery. Ah! Way too kind. Way too kind, man.
Been
That-
holding out on me.
That was a combination of Living After Midnight, the boom, boom.
What was I playing, honey?
You were playing very excitedly, I would say.
What song though?
But I don't know. Were you? Did you pick a song? Was there a song
I
in there?
thought I was playing the same thing you were.
Oh, sure. Why not at this point? At that moment, it was our weekly high because we felt like we were in an arena.
That's
and then the next
awesome.
morning, we realized that we weren't too good. So that was kind of a low. But on a serious note, a weekly low. We like to enjoy life.
Yes.
It's a positive podcast, but we did have a bad low. In between episode 3 and 4, we had the services for my pops, Papu,
Yeah.
Mr. Yowzer, Mr. Adu, and I don't want to dwell on it too much, but we want to share with you our life. It's what we're doing on this
Yeah.
Jimbo and Jackie show, and I had to watch my daughter, Francesca,
Who's
cry. 10 years old,
Yeah.
cry for an hour straight.
Yeah.
It was just...
Bless her heart.
It was so heart-wrenching, and, it's, I'm glad she let it out. I told them before their grandpa's services, I said, you know what, if you feel it, let it out. Don't harbor anything. You want to talk about grandpa, let's talk about him. You want to hear a story about grandpa, I'll give you many, many stories.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share that, and I'm kind of sad that Pops doesn't get to hear our podcast. Well, you can hear it up in heaven, or whatever you want to believe in.
Yeah.
But I think he's listening. I think they got good Wi-Fi up in heaven. I hope he
Yeah.
can get a podcast up there.
He's got the Wi-Fi up there.
Yeah, that's right, baby. But to watch your little daughter cry like that was just so heart-wrenching.
Oh, yeah.
Papu, we love you. My brother was on episode 3. In case you missed that one, we had some good stories there. And that's what makes a high so great is, unfortunately, life does have lows.
Yeah.
But
The boys were heart-wrenched, too.
mm-mm.
But Frankie, the whole time.
But every time we start this show, you're going to hear the words "yowzer," and that's what my pops used to say. So that's our little tribute right there. So
I love you, beautiful.
but I love you too. Love you, Papu. And
Love you, Papu.
we're going to bring it back up. Bring back the party up. Go ahead. Pop another cork. What do you say? There it is. 50 and fuck segment. Jackie and I are both in our 50s on our third marriage. And once in a while, you feel, well, what? What do you feel?
Fucked.
Yeah, 50 and fucked. That's how you feel. But life goes on, and you got to laugh about it. But what is today's 50 and fucked for you, Jackson?
Things that we should have invented. Right?
There's times throughout your life you say, man, you know what we got to do?
Yeah, and you never freaking do it.
I got this great idea. It's going to make us millions. Because the best thing is to get a check in the mail for something you did a long time ago. And as we look up on the screen, if those of you who are enjoying us, how old are you in that picture, Jackie?
Oh, honey. Is that me?
That's you, gorgeous. Way before puberty, it looks like.
Oh, yeah.
That looks like, if I had to guess, maybe 8 or 9.
Probably so.
You got the Barry
Elementary
White
school.
collar going. Look at the size of those things, man. If you started to jog, you could probably take flight.
I was so excited about that outfit. I loved that it looked like the wind was blowing the scarves out the window. I remember that little shirt. It's so cute.
So we're looking at that because you wish you would have invented something back in the day.
I wish I would have invented either a portable blow dryer that I could take to school and blow out, dry my hair once I got there. Because
Oh.
when I walked outside, if the weather was messed up at all, it would do that.
The humidity, and give you a helmet
yeah.
headish,
Big time.
kind of curl up.
Or something just to straighten it out. I don't even know if flat
there-
irons were popular then.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Not way back then when you were a young'un. Now we're both in our 50s and fucked.
Yeah. I used to go, when we would go on field trips, I
Uh-huh.
loved to go in the bathrooms.
Yes.
Because they always had the things that would blow your hands dry instead
Yeah.
of paper towels.
And you do your hair?
I'd always get my hair under there.
Shove it under there?
Yes, to try and get it a little straight.
Do they got those? I wonder if they got a battery-operated blow dryer. I don't think I've seen any of those. Do they? I don't think so. Oh, yeah, the leaf blower could do it. That's hilarious. You know what's funny saying about the leaf blower? You know what we used to do? I used to work for a landscaping company, And there was a ton of frogs back in Illinois where I lived, and we would put the leaf blower on low. There's Froggy. Ribbit. And we would put the frog inside the leaf blower.
Dang.
And launch it as kids.
Honey.
It wasn't like human cannonball. It was kind of like Froggy cannonball. Beavis and Butthead had frog baseball. I had frog cannon launcher.
Aww.
But they lived.
Bless
I
your
think they
heart.
liked it. I don't know. I could be wrong on that. I never got to talk to them, but they seemed joyful.
Huh.
Yeah. It would be cool to have something that you invented that you're rich for the rest of your life.
Oh, my God. And I've got another really good one, though. We've
What's that?
talked about it since the day I met you.
Which is?
I better not say it because we didn't do it yet.
We're kind of lazy.
And neither is anyone else.
Okay, well, maybe if we document it now, that maybe counts as a patent.
Should I tell you?
Yeah.
So I came up with an idea. You know how when...
Maybe we'll recruit somebody to back us up.
And I came up with it when I met you and looked at your closet. Jim's got every freaking T-shirt you could ever imagine.
I'm a
Most
T-shirt
of them are
hoarder.
black.
Yeah.
T-shirt hoarder, and he hangs them all up in the closet. Tons and tons of T-shirts.
I like to color coordinate. I don't know how you do your T-shirts in the closet, but I like to have black T-shirts here, blue ones here, purple ones here, white ones here, red ones there.
And they're mostly black.
Yes, they are.
And so I thought, man.
Like my women. But anyways.
Almost. So we go to Vegas a lot, and I'm not a big club person. I like the lounges, as you know. But I thought, all those clubs, a lot of them are like only collared shirts. And so I thought, God, Jim's got so many T-shirts.
I do.
Let's put beautiful collars on your T-shirts. The beautiful ones, you know, like you get at Saks where you roll up the sleeves and they're different colors and the beautiful collared shirts.
Because they got the tuxedo shirt, which doesn't fool anybody. That's kind of like a mockery.
That's a gag gift.
Yeah.
But really nice collars on basic T-shirts.
That could be something.
I love that idea.
Feel free to call the Reamp Studios. Oh, we're getting like that's a crappy idea from the studio.
I love
Maybe he's
that
going to
idea.
steal it. Maybe the guy who thinks it's crappy is going to take it somewhere.
So anyway.
I had one invention. I'm not a big user of these. I think it's been since the Knack had a hit with my Sharona that I've used one. But spray on condoms.
What?
What a great invention would that be? You just whip out your pecker, you grab the aerosol, and there's your condom.
Jeez. I want to see that.
Do you?
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see.
Oh, right now? We can't do that right now.
I'm kidding.
I don't want to see.
He doesn't want to see. The studio does not want to see. Private show after the podcast, gorgeous.
Hey, you know, there's that spray paint you could buy now that kids are putting it on the rims of their car.
Right.
And it peels right off.
Oh.
I'm going to go get some for you.
I don't know if I want to be the test gerbil wiener on that, Sean. That's Sean, everybody in the studio. He switches around some of the camera angles and does some of the wacky stuff that we can't do because
Let's
Jackie...
give it up for Sean.
Give it up for Sean, everybody. Coming to the podcast for the first time was Sean. Solid job. Spray on condoms.
Jeez.
When's the last time you even touched a condom? I remember we thought about it that I wanted to buy a condom just to like do a little role play.
Oh, yeah. We like the role play, guys.
Yeah, so we were thinking about maybe since I didn't get to, am I kind of bragging here? Me and Jackie from the get-go, I've been a raw dogger. Yay! Raw dog in the house. I guess she trusted me enough, or she didn't care, or figured, why didn't you make me wear a condom the first time?
Gosh, honey.
I'm just asking.
Jeez
I'm glad you
Louise.
didn't because I didn't have one on me. Like I said, the last time I used a condom, I think the Knack had a hit. On my Bologna. My Bologna.
Because I knew I couldn't get pregnant.
Okay. All right. That's good enough for me. I'm glad you didn't ask because I didn't have one and I enjoyed the ride. So cheers to that. I'll drink to that.
Again, what kind of show is it?
That leads us right into our next segment, the field trip. Field trip, baby. That's right. Pop that cork. Enjoy the celebration of life. Each week, Jackie and I We like to go out and do things.
We do so much.
And we had a blast. This is like a combo field trip because I got to take my baby brother Jay to the Dodgers game.
Yes.
And let me tell you, the seats we got, I don't know what we did to deserve this. I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to keep taking them. Oh, I better save those for burp wars, which will be in our next segment.
See, he's not going to be able to do it in just a little bit.
But we got to go to the Dodgers, Chavez Ravine. And I'm a big White Sox fan, but it's a hell of a trip to go to a White Sox game.
Right.
So when somebody gives you free Dodgers tickets, you go.
Heck yeah. I'm a huge fan now.
And they were dugout club. We're talking about the seats, third row, behind the plate, all the food and drinks you want. All you got to pay for is your alcohol. And we got to see Tommy Lasorda. That's right. Nice. I got to go with Chad from the Chadcast.
Woohoo.
Ashton, our sound guy, who keeps pumping those sound effects into your ear hole, violating it. And my baby brother Jay. And we had a little fun when we saw Tommy Lasorda, didn't we, Ashton? Yes, we did. Because here's the awkward thing. I think I'm going to let the video take over the field trip portion because you always love the field trip. Mom would put the aluminum foil around the can of Coke. You'd have some leftover pizza with tin foil on it. At least I did. That's why I loved it. So let's go to the videotape on our field trip portion. Jimbo, his baby brosif Jason, Ashton, and Chad from the Chadcast are hanging out trying to meet Tommy Lasorda. All right, here's the deal, folks. We're here at the last game of the Freeway Series. We just spotted Tommy Lasorda, and guess what he's doing? He's eating pasta. Big surprise. Spoiler alert. My game plan is, my shoe is tied right now. But guess what? Oops. I'm going to go walk around and notice that my shoe's untied and kneel down right in front of Tommy Lasorda, right by his pasta. Brilliant. Go Doyers.
Look how fast you're tying.
How can anybody eat Vince Scully? I know it's kind of for the book. We love you, Tommy. You have a great night. We love you, Tommy. Tommy, I know the audio isn't the best audio. I think we had better angles of John F. Kennedy getting shot than we did the audio of me meeting Tommy Lasorda. And basically, I walked up to Tommy because I used to do a radio gig, and I got to interview Tommy Lasorda about his book. And jokingly on the air, I said to him, hey, Tommy, where's the chapter about you hating Vin Scully? And he started cracking up, and he said, who the fuck could hate Vin Scully? Because everybody likes Vin Scully. So I reminded him about that as I was tying my shoe ever so feverishly.
Oh, my God. That was hilarious.
You got to speak up.
What did you say?
And I reminded him of that story, but it didn't quite click with him because he's on his pasta high. He's woofing down, having a great time, and he doesn't want to talk to guys. But he goes, right when I told him that story, he goes,
Why the fuck would you ask that question?
Tommy Lasorda is he's a man's man. He does not hold back. He was so cool, but it was cool to have Tommy say fuck in front of your face.
Well, he was so nice when I met him.
Well, it changes immensely when you bring chicks around Tommy Lasorda.
Well,
I don't think he wants to eat. I think he wants to eat something besides pasta. If you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Oh, Lordy.
You got to speak up.
But
So I'm walking away when I met him, and he's still talking about my britches. I said, oh, he's still talking to me.
Yes.
What is it, Tom?
Well, show the you're wearing. We actually had Jackie wear the pants that she was wearing when she met Tommy Lasorda, and we got pictures of it a little bit later. But in case you could see it, is she in a good spot? Oh, studio crew, the nicest pant shorts I've ever seen. Look at that. What did Tommy say about your pants?
He said, I like those britches.
I
Where'd
bet
you
he
get
did.
those?
Look at that, Tommy. 92, still getting able to get the high hard one up there, man.
Jeez,
Give me a
Louise.
kiss.
That's right. Now, what was cool is a totally different vibe. I had a great time with Ashton, my baby brosif Jay, and Chad of the Chadcast. But it was a way different treatment when all of a sudden I bring my hot, gorgeous wife, Jackie, our very attractive friend, Tracy, and our very beautiful daughter,
Taterbug.
I think we got a picture of that somewhere up there that we're going to show, where all of a sudden, we didn't get any video because everybody was hounding Tommy at that time. Look at that. Look at Tommy all cheerful and stuff, bright-eyed, bushy tail, trying to figure out how he can touch those hot Jackie Native American legs and those holy jeans.
Boy.
Look at him. Look how happy he is right there.
Yeah, I thought, man, honey, he's really friendly. What were you talking about?
He didn't say fuck to you, did he?
Well,
He was probably thinking it, but he didn't say he didn't drop an F-bomb because I guess he's a gentleman's maybe. You
he
know?
was super nice.
Very, very nice. And then what else do we got? We got a few more pictures from the field trip, I believe.
Yeah.
That's why we want you to watch this any way you can. I know podcasts sometimes you just listen, but we'll describe it to you as we see it, you know, because I think we're pretty good at that.
Who's that?
Uh-oh. Here we go.
Who's that, baby?
Well, on the left, if you're looking at it, is a picture of me and Jackie, and we're down by the net. And if you look next to my ass, you see those shoes?
Yeah.
That's Scott Boris's shoes, the super agent. I think he has like 69 clients, and he's worth $430 million.
Did he want to touch your booty?
Well, right after that picture, funny you say that, I turned to Scott Boris and I said, hey, Scott, I said, I'm sorry you had to look at my ass and my wife's ass wasn't next to you.
He cracked up.
He cracked up. He got a kick out of that, and he said, all right, go back to the peasant seats and seat in row 3. Get away from me, kid. You're bugging me. But then all of a sudden,
Wow. What happened?
what happened is we noticed in the same row as us, not only is the guy who owns Patron in the seat, but who else was there, Jackie?
Mario Lopez.
From Saved by the Bell.
Mr. Dimples himself.
Mr. Dimples himself. And you were smitten.
Well, I wouldn't say smitten.
I've seen you kind of like look at guys on stage at rock concerts and enjoy the show. But you were like a junior high girl, like, there's Mario Lopez.
Well, and I didn't even know when he first looked at me. He looked at me first, I think.
Well, look at you.
Well, I
don't
looked
blame him.
over. Oh, you're so sweet, honey. I look over and I see this nice fella smiling, and so I smiled, and he's still smiling. And I see the dimples, and so I wave. He waves. I'm thinking, holy shit, that's Mario Lopez.
It's Mario fucking Lopez.
So I kept trying to get a picture
Trying to
of
hit
him.
on my chick. He's smiling at you, and you wave back, and I'm the one that got you the seats. So I'm wondering why you waving at Mr. Dimples when I got you at the Chavez fucking Ravine. On that note, I'm going to have another Shamsky. Tell me why that happened.
Well, I just saw he was nice and smiled and waved.
I was nicer. I got you the fucking tickets.
Yes, you did, beautiful. He's got beautiful dimples, but they're no cuter than the dimples on your booty.
Oh, Jesus
Jim's
Christ.
got the cutest dimples on his butt.
And we'll save that for
He really
another
does.
episode. Don't you worry about that. That's not happening. I
I'm
missed my
just
waxing
saying.
appointment this week.
I'm just saying.
There'll be no ass. But look at that picture. Could you bring up the picture of my gorgeous bride, Jacqueline, with Mario Lopez and his kid? I want you to know that. There's me, looking ugly as all fuck next to
You're
him.
so sexy.
am not an animal. I am a human being.
I gotta be honest, I felt like the elephant man next to Mario
Well,
Lopez.
Honestly, it looks like that could have been mine and his child.
Is it?
We look like
Do
a
I need
couple,
to ask?
doesn't it, baby?
Since I know you don't wear condoms and you say you can't get pregnant.
I hope I can't wear
Well, you
condoms.
can't wear. Thank God. I'm sorry.
Jeez, Louise.
That was a Shamsky talking.
Holy
You know-
shit. Don't tell all our secrets, honey.
But to be honest, I got to be honest.
What?
A part of me almost wanted to say, set you free, and just say, you know what, gorgeous, you could do so much better than Jimbo.
Oh, no way.
You move on to Mr. Mario Dimps Lopez. Enjoy extra, extra. And I'll find some other, not some other.
Wait a minute now.
I'll find a random chickaroni, the Jimbo and what's her name.
What? Another random?
Well, because I felt so bad
On a
because
random?
well, because I'm fugly and
Honey.
you could have had Mario Lopez.
The Jackie and Jimbo show. Let's not end it after 4.
Well, I felt so bad because you could do so much better.
You're so sexy.
And it's like it's almost sad. You look at Mario Lopez and you say, someone that pretty should have tits. You know? Guys shouldn't be that pretty. There's no way. There's a few guys that you see that you got to give props to. You're not gay, but you got to go, damn, that's a good looking
He's a
dude.
nice looking fella now.
But I think I could have kicked his ass.
I think you could have.
He had puny arms. I think when it came down that I could have whooped that Mario ass. And hopefully we'll have him on our show one day and we'll show him that picture and I'll talk to him about it. But Mario Lopez, you should be Maria Lopez and have the biggest set of double Ds with the nicest Hershey Kiss nipples on the end of it. You are way too handsome to be a dude.
Wow. That's hilarious.
Are you going to tell the audience what you made me do the next night?
Dress up like Mario Lopez?
And Jackie changed my name to Jimbrio Lopez, and we played a game called Saved by the Balls, if you know what I mean.
So this show's going to tell everything?
I think it is. Do you want to say anything else?
You're much hotter.
Oh, you give good lie. That's one of my favorite things
Your
about you.
butt dimples are much cuter than his cheek dimples.
And I think you should hang out with somebody because he's way too attractive.
Is he prettier than me, honey?
He's not prettier than you because he has a dick. But if he had big old double Ds, I would love to see that fashion show. I would love to see you as Scissor Sisters.
Dang.
If it came down to it.
Come on, Mario, get some boobs.
I kind of want Mario to... I kind of hope Mario gets the Caitlyn Jenner, you know? And then I get to see you scissor Maria Lopez.
Well, maybe we could still work it out.
Well, we'll see. We got a lot of life to live. And I know we skipped a picture. We had a spiritual encounter before we get too crazy. We had, check this out.
Oh,
now,
yes.
if you're an atheist, you believe in a divine power, if you worship the 64-pack of Crayola crayons, I don't care.
God bless you.
This ain't a religious show, but my dad, as I said earlier, passed away.
Yeah.
About 2 weeks ago. And we go to the Dodger game, me and my brother.
Yeah, you and Jay go first.
With the Chadcast. Enjoy that. Reamp Studios. And the guy who shows us our seat has a name tag that says J.D. Smith.
Well, it said J.D.
J.D. the first week. You're
when
right.
you and Jason went.
And I'm like thinking, in my whole entire life, I have never, ever seen anybody with a name badge that said J.D. I just haven't. And that's my pop's name. And a week after he dies, me and my brother go to a Dodger game, and we get to our seats by J.D. The next week,
something else.
Jackie and I score the same tickets, thank God. And the same guy shows us our seats, and he's got an extended name tag, and it says J.D. Smith. That's my dad's name.
Yep.
The week before, I've never seen a J.D. name tag ever. Less than a week later, J.D. Smith shows my gorgeous bride that's going to leave me for Maria Lopez. Okay, just checking. That was a gut check.
Never.
That is freaky.
Oh, my gosh.
That is some...
It freaked me out. It touched my heart. I got chills. I said, honey, you didn't tell me his last name was Smith.
I didn't know
and he had a jacket on the week before.
Look at that guy. He looks joyful. He was cool. Yeah. He was funny like my pops. That was awesome.
And he remembered you.
Yeah. How cool was that? Yeah. There he is. Look at that. Jimbo and J.D. Smith hanging out at Chavez Ravine waiting for Mario Lopez to steal my bride.
No one could ever steal me from you, beautiful.
Good.
Just so you know. I waited too long to touch you.
That's good to know.
16
you're
years.
You're ugly, and your mother ugly, and your sister ugly. You're just plain old ugly.
I think that's a great time to take a break. Coming up in a little bit, we're going to have This Week in the History of Our Relationship.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to have Burp Wars.
Woohoo!
And before we end the show, we're going to do Jackie's new favorite segment called...
Tots or tits.
That's right. That's coming up. So thank you for listening to episode number 4 of the Jimbo
Woohoo! And Jackie Show.
Third time's a charm. See you in a little bit, baby.
Woo!
Yo, yo, this is Benny Blanco from the Bronx. I'm here from Reamp Studios to suggest you book a session at our state-of-the-art podcast studio or the top-of-the-line recording studio we have here if you want to further your career in the music industry. So check us out at reampstudios.com. That's REAMPSTUDIOS.com. Yeah, I can flow all day. Or you can call us at 949-390-9876. Benny Blanco out. Peace.
Oh, what's going on? Look at that. It's happening. Look at us. Oh, yeah. Yep, we're back from our break. Episode 4 in full force.
Oh, boy.
From the Reamp Studios, where you can also catch the Chad cast.
Chad in the house.
Great cross promotion, Jimbo. I hope that means free weed from Chad or something like that. I don't know, but that's what we do.
Does he smoke?
Let me just say, does Mario have dimples?
Yeah. Mario,
Look at
is that
that.
you?
Oh, man. Now, during the break, you went to the bathroom on any of those wipes. Did you think of Mario?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
I waited 16 years to touch you, 2 seconds to meet him.
Right.
What do you think my heart said?
I hope we get to interview him on this show one
I
day.
hope we do, too.
I bet you do. You weirdo. You beautiful weirdo.
Great.
All right, we'll see what we can do. Maybe go to a few Doyers games, but you're not going ever to a Doyer game by yourself.
What?
For the record. Hell no, you waving at strange men with dimples. Why am I going to let that happen?
Stranger danger.
Stranger danger. It's the Jimbo and Jackie Show, segment 2 of episode 4, our month-anniversary.
Woo.
Cheers. We're enjoying Shamsky's J. Riley whiskey.
Do we have our whiskey in here?
We got it in there, girl. J. Riley's whiskey and champagne. We call it what?
Shamsky's.
Drink along with the podcast if you can. We appreciate that. We like to celebrate life as we enjoy. Sometimes I still can't believe we're doing a podcast.
Me either, honey. I actually think I told you a year ago when you stopped radio.
Mm-hmm. That we should do a podcast?
Honey, do a podcast.
You said I should do a podcast.
I said you should, not me.
And I had to drag you into it a little bit.
You did drag me into it.
And you're doing great.
Oh,
I love it.
You're sweet, honey.
It's fun to have a partner in crime. Come on.
We are good partners in crime.
Yes, we is. We have a good time. We hope you're having a good time as you enjoy the Jimbo and Jackie Show, episode 4, as we go into our next segment, which is called what, Jackie?
What is it, beautiful?
This Week in the History of Our Relationship. That's right. We waited many moons, many spouses to find each other.
Oh, it was worth it.
Sad to say, I cock-blocked Mario Lopez from this beautiful woman. And she's all mine. And I'm not going to fuck up anymore.
Mine.
Third time is a charm.
Yes, it is.
And do you remember what happened this week in the history of our relationship? I believe it was 3 years?
It was longer than that.
It was.
honey.
Holy shit. It was
How old
5.
How old is Gemma? His little goddaughter.
That long ago?
Yes.
All right, it was like 6 years ago.
It was her first birthday where we're driving up to.
First?
Yes.
All right, let's go with that.
Okay, it was.
Just to keep the show moving, we'll
Yep.
go with that. All right, 6 years ago, this week in the history of our relationship, we did something that all of you need to do. It's in a place called Santa Margarita, California.
Yep.
They do whiskey tasting.
Holy crap.
They
it's fun.
gather around and celebrate. This year, they celebrated 86 years of Prohibition, and you go there, and you get to try all this whiskey included on your e-ticket.
Yes. And who got us those tickets, babe? It was a friend of yours.
Rock Me, Roll Me, Jackal Me Off, Jesse Dupree of the 80s, 90s group Jackal.
Yes.
I Stand Alone. That was a big hit in the Lumberjack Song.
Yeah, he messaged you and said he couldn't go. Did you want the tickets?
And I said, hells yes. He's got a whiskey out. It's called America's Outlaw. And he wanted us to go up there to represent him because he couldn't make it.
Yeah.
And he said, Jimbo, I need you to go up to the whiskey tasting for me to represent the America's Outlaw Whiskey by Jesse James Dupree.
And honey, don't you have something that he carved for you with a chainsaw or
Yes.
something?
The coolest thing ever is the Lumberjack Song. He actually is the lead singer, and what he does is he plays the chainsaw during the song. And if we were better prepared, I guess I would have had you guys get the song.
dang.
But it's called the Lumberjack Song by Jackal. And he took a bar stool for a fundraiser I had, cut off the top, carved Jackal on the top of it, had the band autograph it, and gave it to me back in my radio days.
I was thinking he carved Jimbo.
No, he did Jackal.
Oh, that's cool
Yeah.
too.
And do you know what his saying is? And tell me if you like this. Wait, let me screw up. I screwed it.
Let me screw up. You did twice before.
All right, we're getting a little bit buzzed.
Don't
All right,
do
here
it
we go.
again.
That's right. I'm on marriage number 3. Rock me, roll me, jackal me off. Isn't that cool? It's kind of fun.
It's cute.
It's cute. But what was your favorite part of the whiskey tasting?
Oh my gosh. Did we stay at the Madonna Hotel or it was right there where we stayed?
The Madonna Hotel. Oh, there's Jesse James Dupree. Oh, the Lumberjack Song, baby. Oh, yeah. Great job, Ashton. That's on me for not prepping for the show.
Nice, Ashton.
Yeah. I hope you get to meet Mario Lopez one day because you both have beautiful brown, smooth skin. Ashton is a man of color, at least to this honky, this cracker, as we look at him.
Everybody's a man of color to you.
I know, I'm like albino. I'm
You're
like
as
see-through.
white as you can be, baby.
I make even Casper. You know what that is? Hell yeah! Saved by the Ball, starring Jimbo and Jackie.
Jimbo.
We need a shirt. We need to make a sex tape. That's what we're going to do is we're going to do Saved by the Ball sex tape. I'll dress up like Jimbo Lopez, and you could be one of his prom dates or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Would that be fun?
Yep, sounds
All
like a
right.
blast.
That's coming soon. We got to clear a few things. But we were talking about the history in our relationship when we went whiskey tasting.
Oh, whiskey tasting.
And what'd you like about it?
You know what? They had rolled cigars there.
Yeah, right in front of you. They made rolled cigars. And maybe this show could take a field trip next year.
Oh, my gosh.
And we all go live from the 87th year of celebrating Prohibition.
Yeah, because it's this weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Craziness.
so bummed we didn't.
And we had the rolled
didn't
cigars.
find
What
that.
else did you like?
Actually, after we got back to our hotel, before we got back, we went to the grocery store and bought Coors Light and played quarters in the room.
We did.
That's
We
fucking
love
fun.
quarters. Why do you like quarters so much?
Well, I don't win.
And we like to make rules when we play quarters.
We do make rules and I always lose, but I get so tipsy that I make rules that are against myself.
Like, can you give an example to our audience what one of your rules might be when we play quarters? Think about it.
Hold on now.
Because quarters is basically you take a quarter, you shoot it in the shot
Yes,
glass.
I know.
You make the other person drink. I'm telling the audience just in case. And after you make 3 or 2 in a row, I give Jackie, you get to make a rule.
You get to make a rule.
So one of Jackie's rules would be something like,
You have to, or no, I have to suck your wiener for 10 minutes.
while you drink
Like
that
that,
beer.
yes.
Yeah. Like, all right,
I was like, oh, wait a second.
that's a hell of a rule. That should be a bill. I think you should go to Capitol Hill and make that a law. Do that.
I always mess up the rules. I always make it like I got to do something.
And
when
I love
I'm
it so
supposed
much.
to be do something.
Shamsky,
Yes.
cheers to that. I like that about you,
Can
gorgeous.
I have a little shot of whiskey in there?
Yeah, you did. You didn't have one? I think you did.
I didn't.
Okay.
Beautiful.
But I'll make that happen.
Just a little bit.
What was also, Jackie talked about
Perfect.
They had, thank you, like your ass. They talked, Jackie talked about how they rolled cigars
Yeah, roll.
right in front of you.
Yes.
Talk about fresh cigars. There's
Yeah.
nothing more amazing than a rolled cigar or joint right in front of you. And to smoke that, it was perfect, wasn't it?
It was the best trip.
And let me just say, get ready, crowd. You're going to go wild. Jackie and Monica Lewinsky have something in common because of that trip. That's all I'm saying. Yeah! The
Yes,
crowd
I
goes
worked
wild.
for the president at one time.
There you go. I'll toast that as we move on to our next segment, which is Jackie's favorite segment of the Jimbo and Jackie show. It's called what?
Burp Wars.
Burp Wars. Nothing but Burp Wars.
It's that time already?
Yeah, it's that time. If you're keeping score at home right now, it's Jackie 3, Jimbo 0.
Wow, he's even been chasing beer for the past 10 minutes to see if he can catch up with me.
Because I got to end this streak, gorgeous. What happens is we got a sham bong provided by Cloud9 Medi Spa in Redlands.
Our
Are you
friends.
wrinkled? They could fix it. Get on
Yep.
down to Cloud9 in Redlands.
Love him.
Yes. And Jackie, you do some stuff there too.
Yes, I'm the esthetician.
That's right. So right now, Jackie is going to do a sham bong and let out a burp. And, it's getting excited there. It looked like that night we were
Go
playing
ahead.
quarters.
Make my day.
That's right. What a great drop that is. Way to go, Ashton. You're on it today. Jackie's going to bong it. Will she provide a great burp? Here she
Ready?
goes. She's guzzling it. Look at her go.
Finish him.
That's it.
Oh, well, I think I saw a ham sandwich almost come out on that one. Wow. Oh. Ashton's not impressed, but I haven't been able to step up to the
anything.
plate. Here we go. Let me see. I'm going to do one. So you got to give the play-by-play, Jackson. On a podcast, dead air is still bad. It's okay to have
Alright.
dramatic pauses, but tell the audience what's happening.
All right, beautiful. Here you go. Oh, he did it so quick I didn't even get a chance. Jim did it.
Now I'm waiting.
He did a shambong. Wow.
Is that? Do you believe in miracles? I believe I won Burp Wars.
It's good! It's good! It's good!
Damn straight it's good. I'll let you go again if you want. A little too forced. That's good. All right. The crowd likes it. Was that enough to beat Jimbo? Is it Jackie or Jimbo? Jackie? Jimbo. Up.
Winning!
Damn, you won again.
I
You won again.
I had to do beer because you did beer too.
I let out some good. We took a little break.
Yeah.
And I went, damn, man. 4-0
Jackson again.
in the Burp Wars.
Thank you, beautiful.
Are you proud? Have you always been good at burps?
I tell you what, my daughter Lexi, our
She's-
daughter Lexi is the best at burping.
She's a bee. She makes Jabba the Hutt look like a swimsuit model.
Yes.
I mean, she's just amazing. The things that come out of such a beautiful daughter is just, it's grotesque, it's amazing, it's impressive, it's gross, it's all of those wrapped up in one.
Oh, Lord.
We got to get her on this show, but I think we're going to have to change some of the material.
Yes.
Maybe we just
absolutely.
Skype her in so she could be part of it, not all of it.
Yes.
All right. 4-0, Jackie, as we celebrate episode 4, the month anniversary of the Jimbo and Jackie show at Ramp Studios. She's still going. She's still going, people. That's awesome. Good for you.
I'm sorry.
I'm so proud of you. And that leads us into our next segment. We're talking about Jackie's Southern Saying of the Week. Where were you born, gorgeous?
Well, I was born in St. Louis, Missouri.
Yeah.
So my family's in St. Louis and North Carolina.
And you got like I described him. My friend Tiffany, when we first met, I said, she's got an accent, but she's kind of like a Southern Fran Drescher.
Yeah.
is what she is. That's what you sound like to me, and I love it.
Well, I'm glad you love it. Beautiful.
And I heard Mario Lopez hates accents, so I'm just saying. Just throwing that out there and stuff. We got a theme going here. But what is this week's Jackie's Southern saying of the week?
Got a good mind.
Got a good mind. It doesn't sound the same when a Chicago boy says it. Got a good mind.
That was a good one, baby.
That came all the way from the nutsack right there. The armadillo bag popped that one out there. Like that.
Armadillo bag.
That came, what's that?
Armadillo bag.
That came all the way from my yam bag, my nutsack, and
Come
delivered
on.
it. Didn't you feel the bass of that?
Ah.
You got a good mind. Is that what you said it is?
You got a good mind.
Like, you got a good mind. Does that mean you're like smart and you're going to go places? You're probably going to get a college degree?
No, and it's not you got a good mind. It's got a good mind. So it's, honey, I got a good mind to bust your rump.
Oh, my. What's my...
Honey, I'm got a good mind to tell your daddy.
Does that mean... Wait, say one more again?
I've got a good mind to tear your rump up.
Sounds like you're angry.
Well, you are.
Yeah. Like,
Honey, I've got a good mind to tell your mama.
Oh, so that means like you're in trouble.
Yes.
Like,
you
I got
are
a good
in
mind. Like,
trouble.
doesn't that mean I'm snitching on you? Is that what that means? Or
I'm got a good mind to tell them.
I've got a good mind. I'm got a good mind. At third time's the charm.
I'm got a good mind. Yes. I'm got a good mind to tell on you when they get home.
Oh, man, you get all aggressive when you get into that.
Yes.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
I think you need to possibly use that in the bedroom.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've got a good mind to tear your ass up.
Oh, yeah. Shamsky toast on that one, gorgeous. I like that.
You like that one?
In case you're just joining the show, Shamskys are a shot of whiskey inside a champagne glass with the rest filled in champagne. That's right. Feel no pain with a Shamsky. Good job, Jackie. Got a good mind. Got a good mind. As we move on to our next segment on the 4th episode of the Jimbo and Jackie Show. Nice pop.
Yes.
It's our 3 things. Every week we like to explore a topic with 3 things.
Yep.
Since third time's a charm, that's why we do it.
Oh, it is, baby.
So this week's topic is 3 things you're restricted to only eating 3 foods for the rest of your life.
3 foods for the
3
rest of your life.
foods for the rest of your life. That don't include drinks. It's just 3 foods that you have to consume for the rest of your life, and everything else you are deathly allergic to.
Wow.
Like if you stray from these 3 foods, your throat's going to close up and you're going to die.
Jeez.
We got to make it that drastic just to make the point.
All right.
All right. You want to do food for food? We'll go back and
Sure,
forth.
we'll go food for
All
food.
right. You, ladies first. What is the first food if you can only have 3 foods for the rest of your life?
My first one would have to be, and I haven't been there for about a year because I gained 10 pounds last year,
Okay.
and I blame it on that. Frozen yogurt, Froyo.
Froyo.
I love it so much.
Favorite place is Chills in Grand Tarachi.
Oh,
Future sponsor to this fine show that is very unfamily friendly.
I'm surprised they haven't contacted us yet by our cell phones to say, where you guys been, and offer us a free yogurt.
Because you've been dieting.
Oh,
We're
my
both
gosh.
dieting. Because we're seeing ourselves on the camera going, fuck, we need to drop a few. And our
Yeah.
favorite place to go is like Chills, where they had about,
Chills.
I know a lot of Froyo places have this. They give you little sample cups, and you get to like try them out before you grab the big cup.
Oh, I love it.
And like the place we go, they got like 8 different flavors at each time we visit.
Yep.
And Jackie, you should see Jackie. Oh my God. She is a Froyo freako because she will grab those, and it's like wine tasting for this beautiful thing.
And I love wine tasting.
Yeah, she loves that. But you check her out at Froyo, she's trying everything out, like sometimes 4 to 5 times trying to figure out what mixture you want in that big cup, don't you? You love the Froyo.
And what's so funny is we'd go work out for an hour, and then it's like, okay, I worked out so hard, we get Froyo. Let's go to Chills.
And you should see Jackie. She's a beautiful, nice, very friendly woman. But if you go to a froyo place and you don't sample the froyo, she gets angry. She gets all, she gets medieval on your ass.
I was like, go ahead.
Like your cousin Billy flew out from North Carolina.
Oh my God.
And he grabbed a cup and just tried one.
Well, he didn't even try one. He grabbed a cup just to
And
get
filled
his
up.
yogurt.
And what'd you say to him?
I'm like, what are you doing? He said, honey, he said, this is the one I like. I said, honey, I said, we're going to be a little while. You need to taste them to make sure. Well, honey, I know what I like. I said, honey, get some tasters because we ain't leaving yet.
I got a mind to whoop your ass.
I got a good mind to tear your ass up.
Ah!
That's a good one, baby.
Yeah, thank you. I tried
That's
it. Yeah, apply it in your life today. But Froyo, that's a good one. Yeah, if you go with Jack, you better try all the flavors
got
before you
to.
decide what you're going to fill up on the cup.
Yep.
My number one food would have to be pizza.
Yeah, you love pizza.
I love pizza, and there's so many different toppings that you could kind of choose, so you can like make pizza different every time.
But you don't. You get the same thing.
What do
all
I
the
get?
time. You get sausage, onion.
That's a spicy meatball.
Sausage, onion, olive. You love that.
Sometimes jalapeno.
Jalapenos.
And that's when I'm prepared for BBH. Our whole family, my kids know BBH. You know what that means?
Lord.
Burning butthole.
Damn.
It's funny. It's not all our kids now. They say, Dad, I got BBH from the other day.
Good Lord.
BBH, burning butthole. But with pizza, just think about it. You could have so many different toppings that it kind of covers everything and any other craving that you may have.
Huh.
And I still think Chicago pizza is better than New York, even though there's a place in Riverside that their slice takes up 2 paper plates.
It does.
But I like the squares at Chicago thin crust pizza.
Well, thin crust, but the big Chicago pizza.
The deep dish you're not a big fan of.
No, it's all the bread and all the carbs.
All right.
It's all right.
Well, back in Chicago, back in the day, hey, Chicago, Windy City, hey. But second city. You would order the deep dish, and it took like about 45 minutes.
Yeah, we go to a place in Vegas like that, Giordano's.
Yeah, Giordano's.
Yeah.
You would, and then for appetizer, you order a thin crust. So the thin crust comes, and then you have the deep dish.
Yeah, thin crust is best.
Okay. But
And-
pizza is my number one food.
And when we order pizza, what do you always get? Thin crust.
Yeah.
We always do.
I prefer it. I'll be honest with you. But I don't mind a good deep dish every now and then.
And one we love is Philadelphia cheese pizza.
From Domino's.
Yeah,
Domino's got a good pie.
they do.
They do. We like that when we get out of the jacuzzi
Yep.
and we're becoming one with Mother Earth.
Yes.
I'm starting to get mellow. I got to be honest.
What's your second food? Or is it my turn?
It's your turn to say food number 2. I don't know what happened there.
Number
I was thinking about it too much.
Number 2. And then I thought, well, if we're on a deserted island, just me and you with food.
I like that idea.
And so I went with
3 things. Food that you would have to be restricted for the rest of your life.
whipped cream.
Oh.
Because it has so many uses.
Talk to me about whipped cream, gorgeous.
You could put it on your titties. You could put it on your balls.
I got to be honest. Sometimes that was awesome. I want you to read what I had for number 3 on mine. Talk about great minds. Whipped cream. Yes, yes. I
That's
put
hilarious.
me and Jackie found the greatest whipped cream. And you don't want Cool Whip. You don't want to spoon it out. You want to
No.
spray that shit on the body parts. Sundaes or ice cream or whatever you're doing. But whipped cream, what did we find in Jensen's in Wrightwood, California? What was the whipped cream we found that one day and we loved it?
It was an alcohol whipped cream, and I can't remember what flavor it was, but man, I was like, what? $14 for whipped cream? Holy crap.
Yeah, they're boozing. Yeah! Enjoy a little whipped cream.
Jonathan.
And I got to be honest, it was chocolate, so it made my junk look a little bit bigger. I'm going to be honest with you. That's a sponsorship right there. If our team doesn't attack that, come on now.
Like a little chocolate drop.
That's right, baby. But isn't that crazy? We both thought whipped cream.
That's hilarious.
I love that because, yeah, whipped cream, the spray. You got to go
Yes.
spray.
Yes,
Oh,
spray.
so many good. Shamsky toast to that one. Hope you're
Shamsky,
listening.
beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's one of mine too. So I guess I got to go to my other one. I got a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
And besides that sweet fine ass of yours.
Good Lord.
It is a good Lord that blessed me with your ass. I love red vines.
Yeah, you do.
I cannot get enough of red vines. I cannot buy those 5-pound Costco jugs because
No, we won't.
I would finish those in an afternoon.
Yep.
I love the red vine.
And every time I see them in the checkout, I always want to get them. I'm like,
Don't.
baby and I are doing so great. I'm not doing it, man.
Yeah, it's a special treat. Like when I take the kids to the movie theater, we go to the Dollar Tree and we do the smuggle. I'll be honest with you. I hate paying the candy at the movie theater.
50 and fucked.
Overpriced. I just will not pay anything over $4 for a box of red vines.
Yeah.
So we make our kids wear cargo pants and we go to the Dollar Tree before we go to the movie theater.
Poor Frankie.
And we put the dollar red vines in their cargo pockets and then we go to the movie theater.
See, and I love whoopers. You love the red
Whoopers?
vines. I love the whoopers.
Wait, what's whoopers? I never heard of whoopers.
The little chocolate balls with the malt.
Whoppers.
Whoopers.
Whoppers.
What is it, guys?
How do you spell
Whoopers.
It's Whoppers all day long.
it? Yeah.
What?
Spell it, gorgeous. Let me hear you spell it.
I'm gonna go get me some Whoopers and wash my clothes. See,
Look at that. Producer Sean even knows it's how do you spell it, gorgeous?
Honey, I've got a good mind to whoop your ass.
No.
Whoopers.
It's spell it though for me.
WOOPERS.
No, it's WHOPPERS.
Well, it's still whoopers.
It's Whoppers.
I don't know.
Nobody on
I've called
planet
them whoopers my whole life.
and nobody corrected you. Nobody said, Jackie, it's Whoppers.
It's WHO.
Yeah. WHOPP in your mouthy. No, WHOPPERS. Whoppers.
Pee-pee on your heady.
Did you ever give a golden shower?
In the shower with you.
That's right. Yeah, if we gotta be totally honest, Jackie and I have peed on each other. But in the shower.
Ah,
The truth
children.
shall set you free.
You know what's sad? Can I tell you the first time I ever peed on somebody? You want to hear a good story?
What was it?
It's going to sound awkward. But the first time I went pee-pee on somebody, it was a man.
What?
In high school football, here's what happened. I grew up in the Midwest, and in the locker room, there was a big shower, and it had like 5 heads around it, and you'd be showering. And sometimes you'd do that. But you'd be showering after practice, and we had a stupid game on our football team that you would turn to the other guy. Sometimes it was my buddy Paul O'Dwyer. Sometimes it was my buddy Dean Bissoni. But you'd be talking to him. He said, hey, where you going after? You going to the party tonight? Yeah, where's the party at? Oh, it's going to be at Jenny's house. Oh, it's going to be at Suzanne's house. And while you're talking to the guy, you're peeing on him. But they don't feel it because the shower's hitting them. And, you're just having a conversation. And then you would look down and then look up because they're not acknowledging it. And you're like thinking, why the hell is he looking down? Is he looking at my junk? Or what's going on here? So he looks down and he sees you peeing on their leg while the shower's hitting them. So the first golden shower I ever gave was to a guy. I'll be honest with you.
Wow. Was his name Mario Lopez?
Oh,
Was it, honey?
he's too pretty. I could not desecrate that beautiful olive skin of Mario. Mario. Please get the surgery. Please get the breast implants. You're way too pretty to be a man. I would easily have a threesome with you and Mario if he had the surgery and became Maria Lopez.
Mario, get the surgery.
Maria Lopez. What is up with this show?
Good Lord.
I don't know. We didn't plan for any of this shit. All right, anyways, Jackie.
Hey, my third food.
Yeah, 3 things. We were talking about the 3 foods that you could have, you can only eat for the rest of your life. So far, we got pizza. We agreed on whipped cream because we like
Both.
licking each other's privates with whipped cream with alcohol. I said red vines. And your other item is?
And only Jim can explain why the next item would be my third.
Okay.
Candy canes.
Candy. Look at you, gorgeous.
We can never live without candy canes again, honey.
We cannot. Let me just say that Jackie is a big fan of penetration. And I think that kind of says it all when it comes down to it. As we move on.
What's the big idea?
Jim says as we move on.
Yes.
You want to tell the story, beautiful?
Oh.
His eyes just went.
I can, but I was thinking about our children listening to the podcast.
We already told him not to listen.
That's true. We said, this is not for you. This is for us.
Yep.
Because of this, hopefully you'll have a better Christmas present.
So this Christmas, we had a crap load of candy canes left
A ton.
over.
You always buy more than you should. Got them at the Dollar Tree. Thank you. By the way.
So Jim and I like to make love a lot. And so we got to spice it up a few times and
Change it up.
Yep.
Kind of like a change-up pitch at Chavez Ravine as you're getting a little chin music to Mario Lopez, today's theme. But anyways, Jackie continues.
Strike 3.
Well
You're
timed.
out.
I think I'm about to be in, just so you know. I'm in.
So I thought, let's spice it up a little.
Why not?
I don't want to save the candy canes till next Christmas again.
No.
Oh, hold on, honey. I'll be right back.
Where'd you go?
So I go to the Christmas tree. I grab off about 15 candy canes.
15 candy canes. And what did you do with those, Jackie?
And I come back to the bedroom.
She did.
You want to tell the rest?
No, I like.
Because I just realized what I was saying.
Just keep going and flowing. You're doing great. I trust me. The audience right now is like going, Jackie, continue with the story. We've heard enough of Jimbo's cackle.
So I think this part needs to be like a paid podcast.
Just give a snippet, a sniff.
So I take the candy cane, and I lick it, I lick it, I lick it, and then I slide it over Jim, and I stroke it and lick it, and as it would break, I would change out because I grabbed 15.
Ah, beautiful.
We can't ever live without candy canes again.
Me neither now. After that, that's beautiful. I love it. I'll forget my red vines. Forget the red vines. Pizza, whipped cream, and candy canes for the rest of our lives. I think I like that idea. That's our 3 things as we move on to our next topic. Time to get in touch with our inner child, baby.
Ah.
We're 50 and fucked. We're in our 50s. Jimbo and Jackie, 3rd time's a charm. You reflect in life, you know what I mean? You realize that you're supposed to take a break right now, and we're going to talk about that when we come back. How's that sound?
Are we breaking?
I think we're going to do a little break dance here.
All right, beautiful.
You ready? All right. Come. Before we end the show, we're going to get in touch with our inner child. We're going to play Tit or Tot, and we're also going to play the things you can't talk about on the radio.
Oh, boy.
But we're on a podcast. But right now, we're going to refuel at the Reamp Studios somewhere in Southern California. We're excited at episode number 4. It's the Jimbo and Jackie Show.
Third time's a charm, beautiful.
Break!
Are you here,
Feel
honey?
it? You hear it?
Mario, is that you?
Ah! Hey, there, God, it's me, Mario Lopez. Oh, my God.
We got to get him on our show now.
We will.
I think we can.
I'm scared because I may just cut the ties and let you go be with Mario.
Oh, I thought you were going to say cut the ties and you go be with him.
No. He's got a wiener. I'm allergic to wiener. He's too pretty. He should have boobs.
He's a pretty fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I could still whoop his ass. I want to arm wrestle him one day just to show my beautiful bride, Jackie, as you join us on the third segment of our fourth episode of the Jimbo and Jackie show.
Third time's a charm, beautiful.
That's right. We say that because we're both on our third marriage. We pop the cork. We celebrate life.
Yes, all the time.
We want to have the most positive fun possible on our podcast, and we hope you are enjoying this show as we violate your ear holes from the Reamp Studios somewhere in Southern California.
Yes.
I know. We just took a little break, and I went number one. I went pee-pee in the studios. Well, not in the studios. I went in the studio bathroom over there, and I felt bad. I got to be honest. While I was whizzing, you know what happened?
You tooted?
No.
Oh.
But while I was whizzing, a little flea was flying around the toilet.
A flea?
Yeah, like some bug.
Okay.
And it was flying around the toilet, and I didn't move to hit it, but it flew right into my pee stream. And I felt bad because that flea got a golden shower, and that's how that flea died, because I had to give it a burial at sea. Is that a weird thought?
A little bit.
I wonder if it had feelings, or I wonder if it was like it's saying, oh my God, there's Jimbo's wiener. I want to fly around it. Like my ego wants to think that this flea was checking out my wiener, and then it got peed on.
You and I do both have big egos, baby, at times.
We do.
We do.
And you got a big necklace on. We'll talk about that later. But we are back, blasting live from the Reamp Studios, home of the Chadcast, home of the Jimbo and Jackie. Third time's a show. Third time's a show. The booze is kicking in. There it is,
yes,
everybody.
It is.
That's what you wait for when you listen to the Jimbo and Jackie show. We hope you're just as tanked as we are as we do this podcast. As we try to figure out life, feeling 50 and fucked, and trying to make one last run.
We got nothing to lose.
Something.
We got nothing to lose,
We're
baby.
having fun. We'd be doing this in our jacuzzi if
We're
we didn't.
We're tanky.
If we didn't have the Reamp Studios, we'd be doing this in our jacuzzi.
Exactly.
But we are in the Reamp Studios, and we're very proud to be a part of this twisted experiment. And we move on to our next segment. Are you ready with us, Ashton? There it is. Celebrating life as we move on, as we do time to get in touch with our inner child.
Yes.
Because that's what old people do. Old people like to sit back, usually on a rocking chair, enjoying a little
porch.
Country time, lemonade. Hopefully spike it with a little whiskey from J. Riley's as we get in touch. And what are you thinking about, old woman?
Are you talking to me?
I'm looking at you. With
blah, blah.
With your big necklace, your big old 50-something-year-old and fucked woman. I'm just having fun. I love you. I'm just trying to make it sassy.
So my inner child memory
is?
I think our very first podcast, I talked about my Aunt Nell. And
Nell, yeah.
And she's saying, come here, Gail, let me pull that tooth.
Yeah.
So we used to spend a lot of time at her house.
Okay.
And I remember spending
sleepovers seem to be bigger back in the day than they are now.
Yeah, I know.
They still do
sad.
it, but I remember like every weekend going to a sleepover at a friend's or a cousin's or someone's house.
It was cousins all the time when I was little. And I think now it's like people move different places and they don't get to have all the... Some people don't even know they're second cousins.
All right. I'm glad we had a sleepover.
Me too.
When I went raw dog. But anyways... Okay, your inner child. You're in
Do
touch.
as we say, not as we do.
We're not proud, but we're happy.
Yes.
On the Jimbo and Jackie show.
Very happy. So we used to spend the night at my Aunt Nell's house.
Nice.
And my cousins Bobby and Bub, they were always so much fun.
Cousins who?
Bobby and Bub.
Bobby and Bub. Was Bub his real name, or was that
Yes.
his nickname? He was named Bub?
Bobby and Bub.
His parents couldn't buy a vowel or do something? It was Bobby and Bub? Bub was an actual name, not a nickname?
As far as I know.
Like, if he got pulled over, the cop would look at his driver's license, and it would say, Bub.
Bub. Bobby and Bub. So.
All right, that's cute.
So we always used to get in trouble when we go to bed at night.
Why is that?
Because we'd be giggling and laughing and telling stories.
Having fun.
Yes.
Sleepovers are great.
Yes, we would watch Jerry Lee Lewis and
You mean
hold on.
Jerry Lewis?
Jerry Lewis and Dean
Martin?
Yeah,
Yeah.
We used to watch those movies, and we'd get in trouble because we're giggling. They'd make us turn it off.
Oh, man.
So we go to bed that night. Bobby and Bub were in a bed. I was in a bed, and we're trying to be so quiet.
Yeah.
And they say, "Y'all, let's name baseball teams." I said, "Okay."
Start with the alphabet.
I said, "You go first."
Okay.
And Bobby and Bub said, "The A's." And I sat there in my bed for a minute, and I said, "The B's."
That was your baseball team? The Bees?
They lost it.
Oh, I bet, because the A's is an actual team. They're in Oakland.
They got so tickled.
The Bees ain't nothing.
They said, "Jackie, honey, there ain't no team named the Bees." And we started laughing, and we all got spankings and had to go to
Oh,
bed.
you got spanked from it?
Because they had told us to shut up. Honey, I got a good mind to tear your rump up.
Was that Uncle Bub, or who was that spanked you?
Well, Mama.
Oh, Mom. All right, just checking.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is my inner child memory right now is...
Oh, that was lame,
I know,
baby.
too late. But anyways, Burp Wars is usually in the middle segment.
It's over.
I know. But my inner child memory, too, is being in trouble by goofing around at bedtime.
See?
Yeah. Me and my brother Jason and my stepbrother Pat, we used to always have armpit fart wars. Can you do an armpit fart?
Let's see.
Reach down deep, baby.
Hold on.
Come on, get in on that action. Go ahead.
Nope,
There ain't nothing.
I can't.
Let's see if I can make some magic happen. Here we go. I'm pretty proud of that. My father, Papu, taught me the armpit fart as well as the peck dance. Let me see if I can do it right now.
That's hot. Mario Lopez can suck it.
That's right, Mario. Let me see you do that. But my dad, we would do that at night, and we'd be able to do it behind our knees, too. You can do an armpit fart, and you can do it behind your knees, but I can't do it because I got pants on, and I'm going to keep them on for the show.
Come on, Summer.
Unless you pay $1.99, you can see Jimbo with his pants off. No. But we would try to see who could do the loudest armpit fart. And my dad would come out of the bedroom wearing his tighty whities yelling at us. And if you've ever seen your dad in his tighty whities, that is the worst sight that will scar you for life forever. Seeing your dad around, "Hey, keep it out there, come on. Why are you farting all the time? Let's go to bed." Why are you looking at your dad's yam bag and his tighty whities? Tighty whities.
Oh, Lord.
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Did your dad wear tighty whities or boxers? Do you remember? Back in the day?
Boxers, because I used to have to iron them.
Oh. They ironed them back
My
in the day?
stepmom, she ironed everything.
Really?
I remember having to
And his
iron my
boxers?
dad's boxers. Yes.
Was he like a underwear model, or why did he need his
He could have been.
why did he need his boxers ironed though?
Mom was like,
I guess so. A
She
different
liked
time.
everything ironed,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Do you wish I wore tighty whities?
It'd kind of be hot.
You like tighty whities? Is
You'd
it
be
a turn
hot
on?
in them.
You think so?
Yes.
Those are like so like old school though and weird. Tighty whities?
I don't know, baby.
Have you ever been to like a strip club and they had like tighty whitey night or something?
No.
See? I don't think they're hot. Tighty whities are a thing of the past. That's like for weird old people. Yeah. And I think right now it's a perfect time for us to move on to our next segment.
What is it, beautiful?
It's our radio list.
Oh, boy.
There it is. We're doing a podcast right now, and my buddy who still is in public radio gave me a list of words you can't say on the radio,
Oh, bless their heart.
but we got a podcast, so we could say whatever the fuck we want. Case in point right there.
Please don't say anal.
Well, that was what you said last week.
Oh, that's what you said.
Well, okay. You picked the word number one,
Number one.
and it was anal.
Yeah, and is it like I had to say the first word that came to my mind?
Yeah, well, maybe. I forget. But I said the word anal, and we used it in the sentence, and you said
that's
something.
right. And I said, my necklace beads up your butthole. Is that what we said?
And then look at the necklace she's wearing. Look at that.
You're welcome.
What the hell are you talking?
So I took this necklace.
And did
You
what?
have got to be kidding.
Tell everybody, what have you done with that necklace, you weirdo?
Put it up your butthole.
I don't think so.
I kind of messed up the story a little bit.
A lot. If you listen to episode 3, Jackie told the story when I said anal.
Yeah, and I said my necklace beads went up your bunghole.
And
And they went around it. I mean,
they went around what?
your wiener.
Okay, there we go. That's a disclaimer from episode 3 as I put on the readers. As we go to the radio list, do you want to elaborate any more?
I hate to pick the word.
I got a list right here. My buddy who does public radio, the 84 words you can't say on public radio, but you can say them on our podcast. Jackie, pick a
Yes.
number 1 through 84.
Number 27.
All right, let me go. 7.
Please be a cool word. Please be a cool word.
Ooh, this is
Oh,
harsh.
Shit.
This is harsh, and I think to soften the blow,
Oh, no.
I'm going to channel the ghost of and spirit of Casey Kasem. As I say, the number 27 word you can't say on public radio, it's the C word. We're talking cunt. I can see why you can't say that on public radio, and I felt weird even saying that on a podcast, but you picked the C word for our
Damn.
podcast. Now, does that word offend you?
No, it doesn't.
Casey Kasem saying cunt.
So do I have to use
Number
it?
27 on the charts, moving up from Afternoon Delight.
I love that song.
Sky rockets and
Afternoon
right
delight.
up your cunt. According to Casey Kasem. I love that guy. Casey Kasem,
Ah.
he was the best. I wish I was him.
He was the number one.
I still listen. There's like a few radio stations that still play his top lists.
We love it, baby.
Now, what do you think when you... Now, I want you to use that word in a sentence. Number 27. Jacqueline's going to use the word cunt in a sentence.
Exes, you loved him before. Don't be a cunt. It's true.
All right. There you go.
Don't be a cunt.
That's a harsh word.
Well, I know it is. It is.
Have you
really.
ever called somebody that?
No.
I don't think I
Not
have
to their
either.
faces.
I think... Because that's hardcore.
It is, but they're...
Even though we're on a podcast, I felt weird saying it. That's
Yeah.
why I had to change my voice. Go visit Grandma Cunt. Starring in this beautiful new movie. She's got burnt cookies, and she sucks at cooking turkey. It's Grandma Cunt. That's harsh. Like, I want to know the history of that word.
I would like to know the history too, but there are, I don't know.
Go ahead. You don't want to.
I'm going to have a drink now.
Okay. She's trying to move on. We do 2 words that you can't say on the regular radio. Go ahead, Jackie. Pick another number from the number 1 through 84.
Oh, we get another one?
As I go to my readers, we
Holy
do 2 a
crap.
week.
38.
38. So there's 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. What'd you say again?
38.
This is kind of sad.
Damn.
All right. Casey Kasem with the number 38 word you can't say on public radio. Give it up for hand job. That's a fun word.
That is a fun word.
I like getting hand jobs from you. Hand jobs are fun, and I'm proud to say I'm trying to do something new this year. I have yet to give myself a hand job. I have not masturbated since 2018.
Did you masturbate in 2018?
2018, yes. Thank you. Give me a hand. Give me a hand job. I mean, because I felt bad, because I'm more horny than you, because I'm a guy.
Well,
Sometimes I felt bad asking you for sex, so I would just say, just put the gland in the hand, a little hand-to-gland combat. Let's just take care of it, just so Jackie doesn't feel like she gotta do her wifely duty.
well, how many times have you felt like that had to be my duty? How many times? And how long have we been together? 7 years?
Well, you want me to narrow it down to 2018? Are you asking me how many times have I masturbated?
Let's go before 2018.
Okay, back. Like, since we met?
Since we've met, how many times have you had to do it yourself?
Oh, I haven't had it to, but I wanted to. Because here's the thing, guys we're bad. We're like horny 24/7. Like right now, I want to bend you over this table and really blast you good. But since we've met, I would say 2011 we got together, December.
Yes.
December 18th, but who's counting? At 4:34 p.m. I would say I probably had hand-to-gland combat 78 times.
That many?
Yes.
Since 2011?
Yes, I'm a guy. You've never had a wiener.
Good Lord, honey.
I mean, there's times where you just you're like, I really want to release, but she's doing something on the computer.
Well, I was busy there for a little bit.
Yeah.
That like the whole year last year I was.
Yeah.
And I wasn't on testosterone either.
So I want to try something new. This year, I'm trying not to masturbate at all, and I haven't.
You haven't?
I have not done it.
Oh, Lord, please masturbate.
Now use hand job in a sentence. Here's Jacqueline with the 38th word you can't say on public radio. Give it up for hand job.
Honey, I got a good mind to give you a hand job.
That's it! I got a mini one. The night before this podcast, we were watching Survivor, and what did I ask you for every now and then?
He asked for a nutter flutter. A
Fluffernutter.
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 A peanut butter.
I said, Jackie, we're watching the show. I said, Jackie.
Can I get a fluffernutter?
And what's a fluffernutter to our audience?
Just fluffing your balls a little.
Jiggle them. Just
Jiggle
peel them off.
Just jiggling them.
Sometimes a nut sack's like a
Just a
fruit
little
roll up. It sticks to the side of your leg, and you got to peel it away. It gets sweaty then. Yeah, that's what she said when I told her.
Well, you talk about 78 times?
Since we met? Yeah.
That's a lot, honey.
But it wasn't because I felt like not that you're not that you're an inadequate wife, but I felt bad because I'm like, you give up very often, and I felt like I needed it more.
Huh. Remember that time we did it 12 times? We were trying to break his record. Jim and his old girlfriend way back when
But this was high school.
did it 13 times in a day. I'm like, what?
Yeah, 13
I
times
can
one
kick
day.
that bitch's dick.
Ready, set, go!
Hey!
So we did it. We figured out between how many minutes we had to do it to get it done.
We set a timer. I actually
Yes,
set
we
my
did.
timer. We were trying to break it, so
Yes.
every 45 minutes we would have to fornicate.
And you would have to actually
celebrate.
celebrate,
Yeah.
not just doing it. And we did it 12 times. So we got to fix that because I missed it by one time.
I know.
Yep.
All right, what day? Pick a day. I'm in.
You want to start tonight when we get home?
No, because you need a full day. Because if you're going to do it 13
That
times.
is a full day.
No, especially now. I'm like 50 and fucked. I'm in my 50s. I need a little downtime.
Come on now.
I'm just being honest, Jackie.
Come on, beautiful.
I admire that attitude and excitement, but still.
Do you remember that time we did a concert out at the Palladium? Is that what it's called?
In Hollywood, we saw Guns N' Roses.
Yes. And on the way home, we literally had to pull off to the side of the freeway to do it.
Why is that? Were we sick or what was going on?
No,
Why'd we pull over?
to do it
Where?
on the side of the freeway. I
On
think
the
the
way.
60. Was it the 60 freeway?
Sure. I think it was 69.
Anyway, that's
Anyway.
a different story.
All right, that's our segment of
That's a paid podcast.
shit you can't say on the radio, but you can say on a fucking podcast. How beautiful is that segment?
I don't know if I like that
I
segment.
know, you got kind of deep there, and I felt bad that I gripped it and ripped it that many times since we met.
Jeez, that's
But,
horrible.
that's
I gotta fix it.
Step up your game. I love it.
Okay, I will.
It's a beautiful thing as we move on to our next segment. He said, she said. The women of Wrightwood have written down a word, and Jackie's going to pull it out of a fishbowl we got right here.
Ah, thank God there's a fishbowl.
And
the
we have
house.
to think of the first word we... Oh, wait.
The
Huh?
first thing.
Hand job. Stroke it. No, the first thing
Candy
we
cane.
think of when we hear this
Candy
word.
cane.
All right.
Candy cane.
Wait. He said, she said.
Yes.
This is a segment where we pull out of the fishbowl.
Ah, Daddy getting lit.
And we say the first thing we think of when we hear this word, words provided by some of the women of Wrightwood, California.
Yeah, so
Word number one. This is the shittiest podcast ever, isn't it? Word number one.
jacuzzi.
What's the first thing you think of when you hear the word jacuzzi, Jackson?
The first thing I think of is the first day we got our jacuzzi.
2016, March.
Yes. We did it. Ta-da!
That's it.
That's it.
Nice. That's
What
a
do you
beautiful
think
memory.
of?
When I hear jacuzzi, I think of the inspiration of this show.
Ah,
The podcast that is the Jimbo.
and Jackie's show. I missed that one.
Third time's a charm. We used to go
Damn.
on Facebook Live in the
Yes.
jacuzzi, and people seem to laugh a little bit, and it's evolved into this.
Yep. Ah, dang it.
That's all right. You could be horny.
It
I don't
ain't,
mind that.
it ain't got to be all about sex, people. I'm just saying.
Shamsky toast on that. Champagne and J. Riley's whiskey as Jackie picks another word from the fishbowl on He Said, She Said. I think we need like some bed music or something. I like that.
Ah, I love this song.
That's fun. I feel like shopping, grabbing some cantaloupe. Look at that. That is such a good deal on Jimmy Dean sausage. All right. Jackie, what is the second word on He Said, She Said?
Tow truck.
Tow truck. I don't got good memories with tow trucks. I got to be honest. The first thing I think of was way back in the day. I went to go see Iron Maiden at Long Beach Arena with another girl because I didn't know you.
Oh, that's a
I'm
sad
sorry.
story.
But we drove down there in her dad's truck.
Yes.
He got a brand new mother trucking truck. And he gave her the keys, and we went to the Iron Maiden concert down in Long Beach.
Yeah.
We get there, we enjoy the show, we get outside, and we lost his keys.
Oh.
So we basically called up a guy, a tow truck driver. He came down, and we picked up her dad's work truck and tow trucked it all the way from Long Beach, California to Highland, California, which is about an hour and a half away, and got her daddy his truck. And it cost me a fortune. I forget exactly how much, but it was not worth it. Gold! So that's what I think about when I hear tow truck. What do you think?
I think of one of my favorite songs from back in the day.
What's that?
You picked a fine time to leave me a loose wheel.
Ah!
7 hungry children and a crop in the field.
Nice! Your memory's way better than mine.
We need a tow truck.
Tow truck! All right, word number 3 for he said, she said. What is it, Jackson? Go ahead and pick it. Pick another word.
Another one?
Yeah, we'll do one more.
Oh, jeez.
Come on, have some fun. He said, she said. Words provided by the women of Brightwood, California.
The word is weird.
Weird.
I got a great one.
Hit it.
Mario Lopez's dimples are weird.
Now, do you mean that? Or do you like them? Because my son Bryce has dimples.
Billy nicknamed him Dimps.
Yep, your cousin Billy said dimps.
Yeah.
Dimps are one of those things. I don't know why, but they automatically make you more attractive.
And I wonder what
what makes it happen?
The muscle in your face.
Why do people get dimps?
Yeah.
Why do they?
We're going to tell you guys on podcast number 5.
You think so? You're going to research it?
Yeah, I'm going to research it. Kimberly will probably be able to tell us.
Were Mario Lopez's dimples too
No.
big or perfect?
No, they're perfect.
Yeah,
They're
but
so
why'd you
deep.
say they were weird? Just to make me
I'm
happy?
just playing.
Yeah. He's got Mario in the mind. Look at you. Crazy mother scratcher over here. When I think weird, I think weirdo. And sometimes when I get overly drunk, I'm just kind of drunk right now. But when I get overly drunk and me and Jackson, we don't fight a lot.
We don't fight.
Well, we don't fight, but sometimes I get too buzzed and you try to put me in check and I call you weirdo.
Yeah. That's a good one, baby.
I love my beautiful bride so much, Jackie, 3rd time's a charm, that I would never, ever cuss her out. But when she's irritating me, I will say, Jackie, you're such a weirdo.
He does. He calls me weirdo, guys.
It's crazy because I love you so much, I don't want to cuss at you.
Aww.
But I have to say something, and it's
Give
weirdo.
me sugar.
You want to make out on the show. Look at that.
We kiss in 3s because 1 time's never enough, guys.
3rd time's a charm on the Jimbo and Jackie show.
Yeah.
As we move on to our next segment.
What is it?
One that you invented.
Tit or tot.
What? What's it called?
Tit or tot.
What is that segment?
So, would you rather it on a tit or a tot?
Come on, give me some of your tots. No, go find your own. Come on, give me some of your tots.
No, I'm freaking starved. I didn't get to eat anything today. Oh, God. Gross.
Oh, what a great...
That movie's so great. It's right up there with Norbit.
It's a great one. That's Jackie's favorite comedy of all time.
I love it so much.
Tit or tot? What is the premise about this? I remember we were in the jacuzzi and my gorgeous bride Jackie said, Jimbo. Well, she said Jim. Because she doesn't
I
call
call
me
you
Jimbo.
Jim.
She calls me Jim. I want to do something on the show called Tit or Tot. What the fuck's tit or tot? What is tit or tot?
So, would you rather it on a tit or a tot? And I was kind of surprised last week when we had Jason and your brother.
Yeah.
And he picked tit every time. ketchup, nacho cheese.
Certain tits, so it had to be like Alyssa Milano's tit.
Yeah.
or
He
somebody
was
else.
calling out tits.
Yeah.
And you picked tot every time.
Did I?
Yes.
I think I picked nacho cheese on the tit.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. We can review the tapes later.
Okay.
Let's live in the now as we play Tit or Tot. Jackie picks a food item, and I have to say if I want it on her tit or her tot.
Oh, is it a food item?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Well, no.
I fucked it up.
No. No, it's okay.
So.
A tot's a food item. Tit
Oh, yes,
is sometimes a food item.
Yes. So, Jimbo, would
Jackie.
you rather a clothespin on a tit or a tot?
Now, clothespins, I got to be honest. Jackie and I have experimented once, and we found out that clothespins clamp a lot tighter than we want them to. Remember that time? Remember that time we brought the clothespin home, and I tried to put it on your tit, and it's like, oh.
He bought brand new ones, those guys.
Oh, I do not wish it upon anybody I love. It is really, really brutal. So I'm going to put the clothespin on a tot because I love your tit so much.
I thought for sure I got one when you would say tit.
Oh, you thought I was saying? I felt so bad because you were in pain.
Was I?
Yes.
Okay, we got to get a different clothespin.
Maybe they got different grips. I don't know.
We need to go to the Dollar Tree.
That's, I think, where we got them from, though. They're very clampy. Tit or tot item number 2.
Jimbo.
Jackie.
Would you like ice cream on a tit or a tot? Tit. There's a kind of hush.
Just for those of you keeping score at home, Jackie's tits are very temperature sensitive. Like many tits.
Damn.
When tits meet the cold, they get a little more beautiful. So I would definitely choose a sundae on your tit over a tot.
Yay! Hercules.
Item number 3 on tit or tot.
Item number 3. Husband. Would you like a Jell-O shot on a tit or a tot?
Being Irish, I do love potatoes, and if the tot is cooked extra crunchy, it could be quite delicious to have the combination of a crispy potato with Jell-O.
Jeez.
I'm talking it through, but I'm like thinking I do love the smearing effect of a Jell-O on a tit, maybe / twat. So I think I'm going to go with tit with hopes of it going Southland and maybe enjoying the other nether region, if you know what I mean.
So, tit?
We're going tit.
Yay.
We're going tit, everybody. And I just found out from our producers that we forgot to play a beautiful segment before we close the show. When we went to the Dodger game, some friends of ours, I think it was Dawn, who sent us this on Facebook and wanted to say that, hey, you guys were on the TV. Because we went to the Dodger game where Jackie met Mario Lopez and Tommy Lasorda.
Yep.
And we got caught in the worst possible position. I mean, I was hoping that they caught us making out.
Oh, me too. The
That would've
kiss
been
cam.
fun.
I've always wanted to be on the kiss cam.
We would tear it up on the kiss cam.
That'd
Don't
be
you think?
so cool.
It would be so awesome because we'd just be like over the top, licking all over each
No,
other's face.
I thought we would just
Sensual?
kiss
No.
3 times.
Like pecks? Or would you do that?
Mwah, mwah, mwah.
But we want to thank Dawn, who likes this show, who used to like me on the radio,
Yep.
who loves you. Watch this video of Jackie and I on TV at the Dodgers game. Enjoy this.
Giants in front 4-2.
Wow. You're looking down at your phone. I got hay fever and I'm tired because the Dodgers just blew a 2-0 lead. Play that again if you don't mind, Sam.
Oh, bless our hearts.
Look how big my hair fucking is right there.
All you can see is my hat.
I see your hat and I see my big fucking hair. It's like Johnny Bravo. Look at that shit. I got like Dennis the Menace for Tonight Show. But on that video, look how big it looks. Look at me rubbing my eyeballs. One more time. We look miserable, but we were happy. But the Dodgers did
so
blow.
Much fun.
They blew a 2-0 lead, and right there it was 4-2. And then, one thing I hate more than anything in baseball is when the score is tied. You're like going, please don't go to extra innings. Oh, I hate extra innings. So I was kind of glad a little bit that somebody took the lead. Extra innings are the worst.
I had it leaving early, and you know me, I'm not a big baseball fan, but I freaking love it now. That was
Why is that?
badass.
What are your favorite things about baseball?
There was salmon and prime rib.
Nothing wrong with that.
It was awesome. The seats were freaking amazing.
She gone.
And Mario Lopez was right there.
Please get the sex stains, Mario.
I could smell his dimples.
What do they smell like?
They smelled like cotton candy. Smelled just like your balls, really, honey.
Oh, wow. That's a good combo.
Bummer.
That's a beautiful statement. And I think that's a perfect time to wrap up episode number 4. Happy month-anniversary.
We're just getting started.
Of this podcast. Yes. We love you all for listening. Thank you. Thank you. We hope you keep listening because we're having fun and we hope you're having fun. And I want to hold up to the camera once again.
It's all about the love, people. Never give up.
The very first picture Jackie and I took together.
Look at my chiseled chin, honey.
Look at you.
Jeez.
Smooching on me. Yep. I'll let you guess where those lips were later that night. But we want to thank you for listening to the Jimbo and Jackie Show, the most positive podcast on planet Earth.
Always.
Celebrate life, stay positive, and say goodnight, Jackie.
Bye-bye.